Well, Nassim, hey, congratulations on your new film, Mayhem.
Thank you so much. And happy new year to your cat. It's so funny.
Hey,
So you,
so
you guys gonna do the interview together.
yeah, sometimes he likes to do that.
Awesome. I love cats. I have a cat. I also have a cat, so we're good.
We're good. We are good. So, Nassim, tell us what initially attracted you to this project of Mayhem.
So first of all, I was a huge fan of both Xavier's work and Jude Poyer. So it was really funny to ended up like working with them. And what I really liked about the Mayhem is that, of course, in terms of storyline, it's a classic revenge movie. But what makes it different from other action films is the emotional side to it. I think it's the French touch, the little. And what I like about the script is that Sam's character, unlike other action movie heroes, he has failures, little cracks, and is vulnerable, and it feels like he's more human. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I think it's really that part that made me fall in love with the script. And I think that's why people are moved and touched by Sam's story.
Yeah, it is a a very different revenge type of sort of like a starting all over, falling in love, and then a revenge type of story, and that's what keeps it captivating. But of course, the action sequences in this film, I have to admit, is amazing. Could you tell us about the preparation? Because I noticed you have to learn a few different type of styles of fighting for the show.
So for me, the biggest challenge wasn't the Thai boxing fight scenes because I used to I've been training in Thai boxing like since I was a kid, since my early when I was 15 years old. I started like Thai boxing, and I was a former kickboxing French champion like in 2010. So this wasn't the big challenge for me. The big challenge was to work with Jude Poyer has a very specific method. He works like with preview. So basically he creates the entire sequence with Xavier and the stunt team. And once Xavier like adjust and put little notes here and there, then Xavier gives the green light. And after that, I would have to learn the choreography like if it was a dance, by heart. And sometimes Jude's because he wanted to be like spectacular and stuff, he added some wrestling move. And me wrestling, I don't know, like the scene in the shrimp factory when I run away, when I run on the guy and I do a double kick like this. So that move, for example, like it took me like three days like to adjust and to have the perfect like movement. But yeah, the action scenes are incredible, and the way Jude's work, like for me, it's a piece of art because there's one scene which is like from far my favorite one, the elevator scene in the
Yeah.
elevator, and you can think that it's a sequence shot, but in reality, it's like there's more than 100 shots, and Jude's magic make it look like a sequence shot, and it was so hard to do, but the result is like amazing. So if I do it again, I'll do it for sure.
It sounds like you really enjoy getting down and dirty and especially doing your own stunts.
Yeah, that was cool, and I was so grateful that both Jude's and Xavier let me like do my basically 95% of my stunts by myself because I love it. There's a price to it. There's a price to it because after the shooting, like I during while we were shooting, like I twisted my ankle, my right ankle. I dislocated my left shoulder on on the scene where I ran from the cops at the airport, and I jumped on the fence. There was one shot where I jumped and I couldn't reach the top of the fence. And last minute I did that, and like I just like my left shoulder. So there's a price to it. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of action movies since I was a kid. So yeah, I love that.
I was going to say you have done many different types of films in your career. So do you do a lot of action films?
No, like, you know, I'm still a French actor, and you know, French movies, like there's a lot of like author movie, and like it's a lot of blah 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 and stuff. So we don't have a lot of directors that are able to do it good as Xavier. So me, when I started my career, my dream was to do action movies, and I had to wait 13 years of career to finally put a hand on Mayhem script. So yeah, but like I don't know if you've seen it, but recently I've done a action comedy called All Time High. It was on Netflix, and that one I co-wrote it with my friend, and we put a lot of action scenes because that's what I love. That's what I love to do. Just like I didn't have the chance to do more. If are you bored? The cat is starting to sleep. I'm like, oh, what is his name? What's his name?
His name is Nino.
Nino. If you're bored, you tell me, okay? Thank you, Nino. No, so but yeah, but me, I love action movies, and like if I could do like way more, I would have like my French career like forced me to do other kind of movie. But like, I love comedy and action, so
Well, most excellent. And you know, one of the things that I'm actually, how can you say, surprised is the film, you know, utilizes three different languages. You know, we're speaking in English right now, and I'm not even sure how good your Thai is. พูดภาษาไทยได้เปล่าครับไม่ได้เลย
no. So for the
No.
my English was like on point because I've learned English like way back then. But like for the type part, the trick was that I have the basics, you know, and I remember like meton kua, leo leo, leo leo. But your type,
I am Thai.
okay, so you speak very good Thai. Okay, that's why. But the trick was that I had my Thai coach, and I was like rehearsing and like all of the Thai dialects and sentences. And then sometimes on set, and I was like, oh, how do I say it again? Like mitonkua. Okay, mitonkua. And I was like, mitonkua. And so like, but I think the trick is well done, like because you thought that my Thai was like fluent. So
Well, you know what? Je ne parle pas en français. Un peu, un peu.
but yeah.
But I've taken French a long time ago. So when as a person like myself, I'm watching it and trying to understand all switching my mind back and forth in between all three languages in a film like this, which is amazing. I also found it funny was that the title of the film, because here in English, in American release, is going to be called Mayhem, but the former title was Falang. And did you know what Falang means in
Yeah,
Thai?
of course. Yeah, it's the usually they use that word. They told me like for French fighters who are coming from France, and it's the foreigner, the stranger from far. So yeah, me, I like the original title, but like Mayhem is cool. It's also cool. Like Farang, you say Farang.
Yes, yeah, Falang.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, how was your experience overall filming overseas? I know you being a French actor, but the goal of acting is to explore, other countries and
Of
so on. And,
course.
and a lot of actors don't even have a chance to do a film in Thailand.
So I literally fell in love with Thailand. I knew Thailand because I went there 2 times before. One for boxing, for training camp with my brother, and another time for writing. Like we wrote the first a movie there with my co-writer. But that time, like I really like discovered the Thai culture and the Thai people because we were together for like almost 3 months, and they are so welcoming. They are so like uh, I fell in love with them. Like they are like Thai people. They are genuine people, you know, and they help you. Like they are available 24/7. They're like me. I was shocked. I was like, that is from far the best crew team I've ever worked with, and I miss them so much. Like there's like P. You guys, I put the P now. I know the respect. By the way, Pirat, Pinoy, Pianza, I miss them so much, and I can't wait to have my dream is to have another like fighting too. I want to shoot it in Thailand and go back there. Now, but like Thailand and also like the people, but also the, you know, I've managed to stay in Bangkok. It's a beautiful city. Like you have so many stuff to do. Shantaburi, you know, the little fisherman village. So we stayed there for like almost 2 weeks, and the people there, like they were like so kind to us, so welcoming, and like, no, for real, I truly fell in love with Thailand.
Most excellent. Well, Nassim, let me wrap it up with one last thing. Is so what's up next with you? Are you returning back to French cinema?
I was waiting like the release of not Farang, like Mayhem here in the US to see like what are gonna be the, you know, the next stuff. Like who knows? Me, I'd love to continue to do like a foreign movie and like overseas, and like if I could do if I have the chance to work with American directors or whatever whatsoever, like I would love it. But like right now, as I told you, like my last movie was out on Netflix, All Time High. It was a big hit in Europe, so we're very happy. And my next big project is like another project with Xavier. It's a shark movie. It's big Netflix budget, and I'm the lead, and I co-star with Berenice Bejo, who did The Artist. And it's a shark. It's an event movie. It's gonna be big, and Xavier like made an incredible job on that one too. So I can't wait for everybody to discover. But it's not an action movie. It's more a thriller, and yeah. But it's gonna be huge. I think.
Most excellent. Well, hey, you know what? It's a pleasure meeting with you and talking about Mayhem. Thank you for
Thank you.
enduring my co-host here. So,
I
so
love him.
hopefully, so hopefully we get to do this again. Okay, Nassim? Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye. Happy New Year.